Jnanakosha, an encyclopedia of Vedic knowledge by Pact. Vedas. Rig Veda.
ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपवस्त्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणान् ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः
Jnanakosha Upanishads, Rig Veda based Upanishads, AITREYA Upanishad.
ओम वांग मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् अविराविर्म एधि वेदस्य म आणीस्थः ऋतं मे मा प्रहासीः अनेनाधीतेन अहोरात्रान् सन्दधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु मामवतु वक्तारमवतु वक्तारम् ओम शांति शांति शांति.
Upanishads based on Rig Veda. AITREYA Upanishad. The AITREYA Upanishad is one of the older primary Upanishads commented upon by Acharyas such as Adi Shankara and Madhvacharya. It is a Mukhya Upanishad associated with the Rig Veda. It figures as number 8 in the Muktika canon of 108 Upanishads. The AITREYA Upanishad is a short prose text divided into 3 chapters containing 33 verses. It comprises the 4th, 5th and 6th chapters of the second book of older Vedic text AITREYA Aranyaka. The Rishi of the AITREYA Aranyaka and the AITREYA Brahmana is AITREYA Mahidasa. He lived for 116 years. AITREYA Upanishad is a common ground for philosophy and physics. It contains the Mahakavya, the great aphorism, Prajanam Brahma, consciousness is Brahman. AITREYA Upanishad identifies consciousness as the first cause of creation. This is forerunner of unified field theory, or a theory of everything which the modern physicists are trying to discover, although the modern science does not recognize consciousness as a factor in creation of the universe. Creation is interpreted in the Vedas as a developmental course rather than as bringing into being something not hitherto existent. It was considered as an ongoing process and not an event. The Purusha Sukta of Rig Veda paints a picture of the ideal premier being existing before any phenomenal existence. He is conceived as a cosmic person with 1,000 heads, eyes and feet, who filled the whole universe and extended beyond it. The world form is only a fragment of this divine reality. The first principle, which is called Purusha, manifested as the whole world by his tapas. The first chapter describes the creation. It provides an allegorical description of the creation of the universe as also of man from consciousness. It uses the word Brahman for universal consciousness and Atman for individual consciousness. These two words embrace all possible concepts about God and all known names of God without any contradiction whatsoever. Atman alone exists as the sole reality prior to the creation of all names and forms of the phenomenal world and during their continuance and after their dissolution as well. It projects the created objects through its wondrous powers of Maya. The creation is the spontaneous act of the Creator, who is not impelled by any desire or necessity. It is the projection of Creator's thoughts. The stages of creation are as follows. The different worlds, the Virat, representing the totality of the physical bodies. The deities are devas, who control the various organs, the elements, the individual bodies, and the food by which these bodies are sustained. After creation, the Creator enters into the bodies as their living self. Thus is projected the universe of diversity. Next, the Upanishad deals with the refutation, apavada, of this universe in order to arrive at the knowledge of Atman.
Om Vang me manasi pratishtita mano me vachi pratishthitam aviravirma edhi vedasya ma anisthaha rutam me ma prahasihi anenadhitena ahoratran sandhadami rutam vadishyami satyam vadishyami tanmamavatu tadvaktaramavatu avatu mamavatu vaktaramavatu vaktaram. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Peace invocation. May my speech be fixed in my mind. May my mind be fixed in my speech. Self-luminous Brahman, reveal yourself to me. Mind and speech enable me to grasp the truth which the scriptures teach. Let me not forget what I learned. Let me study day and night. May I think truth. May I speak truth. May truth protect me. May truth protect the teacher. Protect me, protect the teacher, protect the teacher. Peace, peace, peace.
Om Atma Vaidameka Evagra Asinyanyat Kinchana Meshat Taikshata Lokan Srujaiti.
Part 1, AITREYA Upanishad, Chapter 1, The Creation of Virat. Mantra. In the first chapter of the text, Atman, the inner self, is portrayed as a divine creator. The worlds. Before creation, all that existed was the self. The self alone, nothing else was. Then the self thought, let me send forth the worlds. He sent forth these worlds. Hambhas, the highest world, above the sky and upheld by it. Marichi, the sky, Mara, the mortal world, the earth, and Apa, the world beneath the earth. AITREYA Upanishad. In the beginning, all this verily was Atman only, one and without a second. There was nothing else that winked. He bethought himself, let me now create the worlds. He created these worlds. Ambha, the world of water, bearing clouds. Marichi, the world of the solar rays. Mara, the worlds of mortals. And Apa, the worlds of water. Yon is Ambha, above heaven. Heaven is its support. The Marichis are the interspace. Mara is the earth, what is underneath is Apa. He bethought himself, here now are the worlds, let me now create world guardians. Right from the waters he drew forth the person in the form of a lump and gave him a shape. He brooded over him. From him, so brooded over, the mouth was separated out as with an egg formed the mouth, the organ of speech, from speech fire, the controlling deity of the organ. Then the nostrils were separated out, from the nostrils, the organ of breath, from breath air, the controlling deity of the organ. Then the eyes were separated out, from the eyes, the organs of sight, from sight the sun, the controlling deity of the organ. Then the ears were separated out, from the ears, the organ of hearing, from hearing, the quarters of space, the controlling deity of the organ. Then the skin was separated out, from the skin, hairs, the organ of touch, from the hairs, plants and trees, air, the controlling deity of the organs. Then the heart was separated out, from the heart, the organs of the mind, from the mind, the moon, the controlling deity of the organ. Then the navel was separated out, from the navel, the organ of the Apana, from the Apana, death, Varuna, the controlling deity of the organ. Then the virile member was separated out, from the virile member, semen, the organ of generation, from the semen, the waters, the controlling deity of the organ. The chapter 2, cosmic powers in the human body, their guardians. He thought, behold the worlds, let me now send forth their guardians. Then he sent forth their guardians. He thought, behold these worlds and the guardians of these worlds. Let me send forth food for the guardians. Then he sent forth food for them. These deities, thus created, fell into this great ocean. He subjected the person to hunger and thirst. They said to him, find out for us an abode wherein, being established, we may eat food. The Sukta 2 and 3 said, he brought them a cow. They said, but this is not enough for us. He brought them a horse. Then they said, this too is not enough for us. He brought them a person. The deity said, this is well done indeed. Therefore a person is verily something well done. He said to the deities, now enter your respective abodes. The Sukta 4, the deity fire became the organ of speech and entered the mouth. Air became breath and entered the nostrils. The sun became sight and entered the eyes. The quarters of space became hearing and entered the ears. Plants and trees, the deity of air, became hairs and entered the skin. The moon became the mind and entered the heart. Death became the Apana and entered the navel. The waters became semen and entered the virile member. Hunger and thirst said to the Creator, for the two of us find an abode also. He said to them, I assign the two of you to these deities. I make you co-sharers with them. Therefore, to whatsoever deity an oblation is made, hunger and thirst became sharers in this.